everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a decluttering, organising and minimalising my kitchen video for you today. So let's start with what the kitchen looks like at the moment. So yep, this is our military marriage quarter kitchen. I'm told it's one of the better ones. It's a little bit nicer than our one in London, but still pretty rough with the old wood chip wall. So there is our fridge over there, and then we have the bin is there, washing machine, cupboards down the bottom which all need sorted, and then cupboards along the top which are also a bit of a mess, and then I hate having stuff out, so that all needs to go. This drawer was really organised till we came back, and now it's awful, so that needs sorted. I think I'll start by making myself a cup of tea and getting rid of everything that's on the surfaces already, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to start off in this cupboard and get rid of all the glasses that we just don't use. There's so many in here, like those black wine glasses we don't use because we've got fancy ones through in the dining room. So yeah, then there'll be lots of stuff to get rid of here. Cupboard looks like now. So I've taken out all the glasses that I am going to be getting rid of because we just don't use, and I don't even know why half of them were in there. And then I've got like our drinking glasses down there, a little shelf of all sort of baby cup and drinking stuff and some medicines, and then I've used the top shelves just for stuff that we don't need to grab too often. Onto these cupboards, which are a complete and utter mess as well. Rearranged everything, made it look a little bit better, and gotten rid of a lot of stuff from the top. So I just have to sort through this food here, and then these are the mugs I'm getting rid of. I've just found a pack of nuts with a sell-by date of April 2014. That's when Isla was born. Terrible. Looks so much better. This is the last top cupboard that I have to sort, and it is a bad one. It is kind of a mix of baking stuff, cooking stuff, and herbs, and just all sorts of things. So it needs desperately sorted. I hate it so much. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the jars, put them in one area, all the tins, put them in one area, all the spices, put them in one area, all the baking stuff, and then all the other stuff, which I can just sort separately. So that's the plan, because I want them all in separate sections, which is the way this cupboard used to look, but obviously doesn't anymore. I will definitely also need to clean this cupboard, because even like the bottom bits where the tins have been sitting are all a bit messy and sticky. But as I'm taking all the spices out, I'm going to check all the sell-by dates on them, if there are any. Are there any? I like to keep my stocks in one little Tupperware thing, and then all my spice mixes and things like that in another one, just to make them a lot easier to grab whenever I need them when I'm cooking. I'm going to pop everything back onto the bottom two shelves, just so I've got more space down here to bring the stuff from the top shelves down to sort as well. So I'm just popping all my rices and pastas and things together, all my jars together, all my tins together, all my spices together. And yeah, and then a few like miscellaneous sort of tea and coffee bits as well. Now I'm getting started on all the baking stuff, so I've been pulling out all my flours and sugars and whatever, and I'm just checking all the dates on them again to clear this cupboard here, which is kind of like the third one up, and then I've got to stack up the top one as well. You know when you start something and then you're like, why did I start this? That's how I feel right now. So this is what the cupboard looks like now. It doesn't look much sort of decluttered or anything, but I will show you what I managed to get out of it, and then you'll realise it is a little bit less cluttered than it was. So all of this needs to go in the bin. It's all come out of that cupboard, and it's all either out of date or just it's been open for too long, so all of it's going in the bin. This is everything out of one of my drawers, so I'm going to get rid of quite a few things from here, I think. These are the bits I'm getting rid of. They're either duplicates or just things I don't really know why I have in there, to be honest. And that's what I'm left with. So it's now kind of like an hour and a bit later from when I last was sorting this drawer, but Lachlan needed fed and Isla's awake and shouting. So I'm going down to do this cupboard now. This cupboard's where I have some of my pans, most of my like kind of stir fry pans, and there's some things around that cupboard there. But this one has the most used pans because it's obviously right next to the oven, so that's why we do that. So they will stay in there. So my measuring jug. What's this? Oh, an apron, that can stay in there as well. I don't actually think there's anything to come out of this cupboard, to be honest. Let's have a look. It's quite minimalised as it is. Oh, a receipt. And I'll say receipt. I'll do receipt and see why that's in there. And this is just my mixers and things. So yeah, that cupboard's fine. We will leave that cupboard as it is. Next up is this cupboard that has kind of like our spirits, alcohol spirits down here. Obviously child locked, and Tupperwares. I really want to get some. My mum has like fancy glass Tupperware, and I really want to get some of them instead of having all these rubbishy cheapy plasticky ones, because they get stains, they just, oh yeah. So I'm gonna go through them, but I probably will end up keeping most of them because we used them so much. Cupboard's looking much better now. Next up is this cupboard, which is the one I've been dreading. It's full of all our pans and baking trays and dishes, and it's such a mess. So I think I'll just take everything out, lay it out, and then just decide what I'm keeping and what I'm not, because nobody needs this amount of pans. It's just silly. I'm getting rid of a bunch of pans. Isla's nursery are actually looking for pots and pans and things at the moment because they've got a new mud kitchen that they've just made, so that's where they will be going. I am keeping a lot more stuff than I probably would have, just because a lot of it is Le Creuset, which is really nice stuff, which I think when I have a bigger kitchen and have more people around and whatever else, then I'll probably be using them a lot more. But while we're in this house and we don't tend to have a lot of family coming all at once just because we don't have the room, I don't use them a lot just now, but I think I will in the future, obviously, so I think they will stay. All my cake tins will be staying because I like baking. In terms of actual pans, I am keeping a big wok, which I'm not going to pick up because it's too heavy, and then two of my copper pans, which are a bit of a mess now, and my trusty John Lewis frying pan, because I use that for everything. And I will be getting rid of this giant one because I never use it, so I can go to Isla's nursery as well if they want it. And they will also be getting a paella pan that's never been used. I'm throwing away all the lids that don't match the pans that I have left, because apparently I have 9 lids and I'm only keeping 3 pans. So, oh wait, no, one of these is a prime pan, so I'll be keeping 4. Baking tray wise, I'm just keeping, I've got a couple of muffin tin things in there, a flat one that needs to be washed before it goes back in, and then a kind of deeper roasting one. And I think I will get rid of this one because I've already got the other ones, and then a good quality deeper roasting one. So I'm just going to pop it all back in and move on to the next cupboard. It looks so much better now, so much more organised, and just be much easier to grab things out of it. In this cupboard we have cereals along the bottom here, and then in the top it was just mainly cat stuff, but I've popped in some sort of baby bits and bobs as well that I didn't really have anywhere else to go, but I've actually got more space now up where I've already cleared, so some of that might move up just out of the way. Lots of porridge, we love porridge in this house. It's hard because these cupboards, it's the same with all these cupboards in these silly marriage quarter cupboards. They're never the right height, like nothing seems to be the right height for jars or cereal or whatever. So you end up like shoving everything on its side, or just generally putting things in a way that you normally wouldn't want them to go. So that one's all sorted now, and this is all the stuff that we're getting rid of from those 2 cupboards. So another cupboard that's obviously really easy to get into. I despair at these houses. I really do. Like the thought process that goes into the people that put these houses together just baffles me. But anyway, so yeah, this is where all my cleaning stuff is. If you can see if I move out the way. So I'm going to go through and try and get stuff out. These cupboards, by the way, go all the way like past where my washing machine is. You can't get to anything, so what's the point? Anywho, I'm going to pull everything out, sort it, and then see what I need and what I don't need, because I buy a lot of cleaning stuff that I don't use, so I need to sort that out. Yes, this from the squirrel incident of 2016, when some squirrels moved into our loft and then the military housing people came out to kill them, didn't come to collect them, and we were left with loads of flies, so I had to buy some fly killer. Every time I see this it makes me shudder, it makes me feel sick. Shelf a really good scrub with some antibacterial stuff just to make sure it's all clean. So I'm getting rid of this stuff here, which I'll show you. So I'm getting rid of this bunch here, and then keeping this lot. It does look like a lot, but I do use quite a lot of cleaning stuff. I've made sure I've not duplicated on anything apart from these glow white things for your washing, because I use them quite a bit to keep our white stuff nice and white, especially Robert's uniform. So apart from that, everything else there's just one of. I've gotten rid of any duplicates apart from bleach, because one's going upstairs. I think what I'll do is I'll get this stuff back in, then I'll pull out the bottom bit and do that bit after. What I tend to do is put stuff I don't use very often more towards the back, and then obviously stuff that gets used every day, like the antibacterial spray, which is up there, would be nearer the front. My little cleaning thing that is supposed to be really organised, and just over time it's become very unorganised, so I'm just going to have a quick look through it and see if there's anything I can throw out. But I love these dust wipe things. I love using these instead of using these sprays, especially with black and being so young, so they will definitely stay as our floor wipes. So I just kind of have to go through. Well, this, my mum always wears these when she comes to stay. I rarely ever wear them, but there we go. Oh, heavy duty ones. So yeah, let's see what we can get rid of here. I have like a billion cloths, and I'm not sure what they're all for. I think I also have dishwasher tablets, and I don't have a dishwasher, so that's strange. Anyway, they look very old, so I think I'll throw them out. That's all sorted, looks much better. There it is, pop it back in. And that's that cupboard done. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's a lot more organised. I've just had a quick look in my cutlery drawer, and the only things I'm getting rid of are these, so not much at all. This is going to be the horrendous one. Ugh. So I'm going to empty everything out onto here and then separate it out into the areas I need it to be. I have done this before, which is why all these Tupperwares are in, and it is like in a good setup. I've just clearly gotten lazy and shoved everything in, so I have to do it again. The drawer is looking much better now. I've basically got pens and things over there, other self-tapey bits from over there, and then important like things we need sort of to have to hand them over there. And then we keep our takeaway menus old school in a plastic thing, even though nearly everything we do is on Just Eat. And I think I'll put these in here just because in 2017 randomly found a check for Isla, and what else did I find that I laughed at? Oh yeah, a scam photo. So I think, who's this? 2016, must be Lachlan. So yeah, that needs to go somewhere a bit more special. I'm going to move this stuff into another drawer, more like party stuff. That's documents that need to be filed. And then that's all for the bean. Onto this little corner. So I'm going to start with this cupboard, which is mainly full of like bowls and baking stuff, but I don't use it very often, so have to really give this one a sort. All sorted. I know it doesn't look very sorted, but these cupboards are such a pain width-wise that I can't fit things in very well, so it's the best I'm going to do. And this is everything I'm throwing away, and this party stuff's going into another drawer. So that is all my decluttering done in the kitchen, and I feel so much better for it. I've really enjoyed watching other people's videos that are like this as well, so it's kind of inspired me to do these sorts of things and sort my life out. So hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. I think I'm doing maybe 2 more of these at some point in time. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.